Really curving the style.
What's up, my guy? All right, guys, welcome to episode 1 of
Season 2.
Dos. Boom. All right, this season we're just gonna be more feral is the word. I feel like season 1 was just like kind of getting my feet wet, kind of tiptoeing around, and then and then I realized it really didn't matter what I did or what I said.
Yeah.
So we might as well
Fortunately.
we might as well keep the no filter going, keeping it raw, quote unquote authentic is what these kids say these days. Let's do a little recap of season 1. I had a blast. I don't know about you.
I had a blast. I thought it was fun. I enjoyed joining.
Now you're in it.
Yeah, now I am in it. Because I was telling my dad, I was like, yeah, I got to go do the podcast with Angie. And he's like, your podcast, right? I was like,
Yes. Yes, Dad.
Sure.
Yes, Dad. Your
Let's not overcomplicate things.
It could be ours. It's just what it is.
He was like, you're a guest star.
Guest star.
The people want what the people want.
You're a rock star.
I dressed for the occasion.
We're here. Where did we leave off last season? Obviously, it was the championships. UNC, oh my God, bubbers. UNC just kind of taking it all. We weren't really far off in our predictions. I just wanted to be a hater and whatever, it's cool.
Now I'm on the train, though. It's not like I was off the train. It's just, like you said, I wanted to be a hater. But you can't be a hater when you're on top.
Well, I thought the story was pretty cool. I mean, you got, like, your mommy-daughter duo, and then you got, like, the 3 sisters, Humphrey, you proved it, you got your flowers, I'm with it, you're great.
Who's going to take him down?
I don't know who's going to take him down this year, because I feel like it's going to, like, the funnel, it's the rolling effect, and what Chloe was, like, a freshman, right? Like,
yes.
So
4 more years.
4 more years. No, 3 more years, because we already had 1, unless somehow loophole way we get the extra year.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was that. And then obviously the Syracuse saga that was going on. Still more things to talk about Penn State, but I will never hop off this train.
Never.
I'm never gonna hop off this train. Why? Because people keep sweeping it underneath the rug. And I don't understand why.
What are we afraid of?
Well, I just feel like if a male was in this same position, that dude would be absolutely ridiculed. No future into this sport.
Yeah.
Reputation absolutely freaking destroyed.
You Google search the name, the first thing's
the whole
coming
thing.
up.
The lack of professionalism, like, does not roll in, like, the double standard. So I think because it is the person that's, like, our Jordan back in the day, I guess, right? She was up there. I don't know. Jordan has rings.
That's true. We're not like a sport that...
We're talking about people that don't really have, like
we don't
rings.
even have, like, an arena. Where can we, like, what is, like, the lacrosse... Like, where are we putting all of our banners of, like, you know, NBA and...
Yeah.
Like, obviously, you know, the WL just came out with... You know, you have your 4 mixed teams.
Let's look this shit up.
Maryland, Boston, California, and New York.
You're better than me. You are better than me. Lacrosse Sports Network, right?
But, like, if you go to New York and you go to Maryland, like, where am I going to go to, like, support that
Here's
team?
what it says. Breaking news. This is Lax Network. All right? Lacrosse Network right here. The Women's Lacrosse League, WLL, is expanding to a full season and playoffs in the beginning of 2026. 4 teams, like you said, Boston, New York, Maryland, and California. 10v10 format. Bro. 10v10. Can we get like a rollback of like the first 1 or 2 episodes I had when I literally bitched about what is professional women's lacrosse? What format of game are we playing that makes it pro? Field, first Olympics, first whatever. And then it was like, Angie, freaking the Sixes is great. Paul knows what he's doing. Blah, 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 blah. Well, It looks like they were interviews because now they're doing a 10v10 format. It didn't make sense. They did the All-Star game. Here's where I get a little bit confused, right? So we have this All-Star game. We literally, quote unquote, draft, invite college kids
to play
in this said All-Star game. In my definition of All-Star, I'm thinking of like basketball. Like
I'm thinking of like people with like a lot of maybe years on them and like and I don't want to say like experience because like experience can be like, oh, I started playing when I was 6 and whatever. But you don't have a lot of like weight to your name yet.
No. And like you didn't even hit a professional field yet. And then you kind of get invited to play in this all-star game. Now, those whole entire
against people that you've been watching your whole life.
Your whole life. And the whole entire time, they're like, sixes is great, right? You were like spoon-feeding us sixes is sixes is sixes. And like people are just reading their teleprompter and telling us how great sixes are. And then we get to the all-star game and they're like, full field. Because I promise you, the players started bitching. Like, I promise you the players were like...
I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I'd be fucking bitching.
Bitching. Like, the players were probably like, we don't want to play sixes. I did not go through my whole entire college career to go play half-court basketball on the field. Pick up basketball on the field. So, I can promise you that players are definitely bitching. 2, we've been bitching from, like, day one. It just didn't make sense. Like, the term all-star should be... people who are pros make a name in themselves household names in the pro, and the fans vote. The fans should vote for the All-Star.
On the other hand, I don't think we have many household names in lacrosse, so it's like, if we're going to play an All-Star game, you would have to do sixes. You would have to do sixes, because, like, how many...
Well, we keep cutting down the number of pros, if you, like, think about it. The sixes situation. That was my whole... Roll back the tapes. The whole thing is, like, you're literally cutting roster sizes, having less teams, or teams with less
So are you going to invite all the people that you cut back, now that you've, like, changed the format?
No, Paul, you left me on red. Paul, you left me on red.
Paul. It's because he's busy.
Because he's busy, booked and busy.
You know why?
Leading women.
Well, he's gonna be a dad.
Ooh.
Lax parents.
Lax babies. Well, he's half lax. He's like with Fantastic Four chick, right? Which
so
is like
have an invisible baby.
We'd have an invisible baby. Not in that limelight. Not.
Just think she's like, in the movie, she's Miss Invisible.
Well, like, and the thing is, like, she's the breadwinner. Like, homeboy, like, this is not Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce coming together as one. Travis being, like, the biggest cheerleader of Taylor. Yeah. Like, Paul is not a Travis. There's no cheerleader. Paul is more like, me, mine, and I got a hot chick next to me.
He's like a Leonardo DiCaprio.
Ooh. Just our opinions.
And I'm not even saying, like, because I like Leonardo DiCaprio.
I mean, he moved up his age of dating. Now it's 27 and not, like, 25.
Well, I was going to say, for my birthday cake, I want to put that meme of him. He's like, no, haha, you're so cute, like, you're 25. Or something like, you're 26. You're so old.
Bad. But back to the WLL situation. So, now we have an extended season, I guess. They're playing along the men.
That's cool.
I'll give them that. Like, we needed that. That was the whole entire point. Who's paying for this?
Hopefully the fans.
You would hope. I mean, I have some birdies in the stands. There's some birdies I know. People, like, don't know who I'm friends with.
If there's stands, there's going to be people to fill them. And
yeah. And the birdies told me, they're like, yeah, there's some games in the PLL that, like, are, like, booked and busy, like, sold out, have great crowds. Mm-hmm. And then within the same breath, they're like, I've literally been to these games and there's 0 people in the stands and they're trying to get all these people to sell. I'm like, this is what happens when you go to, like, non-traditional areas trying to grow the game, which I get the point of, like,
you kind of need to, like, go where the game is and then, like,
expand from there.
Like, go outside of it.
Go to your fans.
Because you can't really go to, like, the middle of nowhere and expect people to, like, want to come watch.
Which is what they've been doing. And it's like,
Well, what did they think was going to happen?
It's pulling teeth. And again, like, we want to see other players being showcased. I feel like I still see the same 5 players that are considered pro women's lax. I'm seeing the same 5 players in like the PLL, unless there's like some standout rookie that comes in and then they try to groom and corrupt them. But like, it's a cult. Like, come on. Let's be real. And again, it still comes back to the original question. We can roll back the tapes all again. How do you become a pro?
I want to be a pro.
How do I become a pro? How do you become a pro?
I'm asking.
I don't know. But how did you get invited to the All-Star?
Well, wasn't the WLL something that you had to, like, apply for?
Well, the first, right? Like, the first round, you had to, like, go fill out a Google Doc, which I did fill out. But,
like, if you are a pro, you should just be able to, like, look your...
Google it. You can go Google it. And salaries aren't released. Again, I feel like we can go sit here and look at, like, the WNBA, and we can go find every salary for every player. We still don't know what they are getting paid, what their benefits are. Yeah, great, you expanded everything, but like, is it cool to be a pro still, or do I still need a 9 to 5 that I have to go ask for vacation days?
1000% need a 9 to 5, or like, it doesn't have to be a 9 to 5, but like a job.
That's pro women's lacrosse All-Star game. Didn't make sense. Now we expanded. Great. How to become a pro? Still don't freaking know. There was no actual draft. And I want to know, like, how do you become, like, the Tom Brady's, right? Like, Tom Brady absolutely sucked at his combine. Like, he was at the bottom of the totem pole.
But he was also really confident. Like, he went into it, he's like, I'm going to be your quarterback. You guys are going to know my name. You guys are going to love me. Like, he went into it, like, knowing he was the lowest. Like, he knew. And then they drafted him. He's like, you just made the best decision of your whole life. That was what he said when he got off the phone with them.
But even, like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of these pros, like, start... Like, in other sports, they weren't, like, that stand-out, like, all-decorated person in college. And that's the only way we're getting these pros for women's lacrosse. Like, if you're not getting, like, some type of ring or, like, standout stat in a credited lacrosse, I use that term lightly, like, credited in Paul Rabel's eyes, credited terms of, like, stats, you're not going to get invited. It's absolutely crazy. But also, if you were a pro previously, that still doesn't mean you're gonna get invited, which doesn't make
so do you get to
sense.
But are you still a pro if you don't get invited? Like, am I still considered a pro? Do I get that title ripped away from me now that I'm not?
No, because I'm that person right now. Like,
because I didn't get selected.
I didn't get selected so more, even though I did play with, like, quote unquote the best of the best, and like the same people that are on this exact field that we keep talking about. Same field. Am I no longer a pro, or am I forced retired, is what I like to say.
Forcefully retired?
I mean, that's what, like, lacrosse does, is force people to retire.
Yes, it does.
You have people in their absolute prime age, prime athleticism, peak health, all the resources in the world that they can, like, use at their hands. Zero stress from school because you're not a student athlete anymore.
Yep.
And you have literally people retiring from the sport at, like, 29.
Yeah, really.
I know. Crazy. So, yeah, that's why I say forcefully retired, because I don't think, like, we also have people like Dana Dobie
if you ask them if they wanted to play, 90% of them
they would play.
Say yes.
Yeah.
It probably depends on, am I gonna need a job? But like,
do I need to work at the club to make ends end?
Most of the time, you're gonna figure it out because you love the sport.
So remember when we posted the saga situation of the downwards spiral of Syracuse?
Yes.
And then I was just pointing out facts of, like, this is not breaking news. Breaking news is not Penn State getting a new coach. Breaking news is that the alum from Syracuse got canned. Like, that's basically, like, that is the breaking news.
That is the news.
Blaze slides into my stuff, starts commenting on the reel, right? And he's just like, oh, I can't believe you're saying that. Why are you tearing people down? Blah, 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 blah. Pull it up, man. Pull it up.
I don't think it was like that, but I do remember there was a little bit of a back and forth.
There was back and forth. He was saying I should not be saying the things I was saying. And I was just like, wait, wait, why do you care so much about what I'm saying? And then lo and behold, his fiance...
Attitude reflects leadership.
He's trying to put words in my mouth, but keep going, yes.
Looked for support from the lacrosse community and got 1K signatures. You turn around and bash others. To me, that's flopping. And looking at the facts, they went to the Final Four the past 2 seasons. Everyone is entitled to an opinion, and we all hear yours, so I just wanted to share mine.
So I think here's the funny thing that Blaze doesn't really understand. This is what happens when you insert yourself into women's lacrosse. You are defending somebody that was the reason why I had to have a petition. Does that make sense? Like, the only reason I had a petition is because people like Trainer that were a part of the PEC were the ones that took my pro status away. What do you, like, does that make sense?
Yeah.
So then you're going to use my words and throw them back at me. Attitude reflects leadership. Bitch, I can do, like, that's like saying Stephen A. Smith shouldn't comment on LeBron. What? So then I was like, you know what, Blaze, I feel like you're fighting a fight with not all the details here. Mm-hmm. Let me explain to you why, one, I'm just reading headlines. 2, like, the person you're defending also is the reason why you signed my petition. So I just hope you, like, you get that.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, your father-in-law is the one that is the head coach. Of course there's some bias behind it. Like, that makes sense. So, like, if I'm gonna marry the potential head coach,
like, your bias is, like, he got the job. So, like,
what do you mean?
Why are you...
I don't know. And I was just like, look, dude, I'm glad you get the play. And then fast forward, right? Let me turn on professional lacrosse, just PLL, like men's lacrosse, right? Let me put it on TV. And I see him playing. It's at the end of his game. I forgot which game it was. I'm sure I can pull up the tape soon. But at the end of the game, he's over here pushing the other team, like showing unsportsmanlike conduct. So, like, the irony of this situation, I was like, I've never been done with the game, lost the game, and then continued to fight the other team. Mm-hmm. That right there is like, I just wish he knew what fire he decided to, like, throw more gasoline on. Because now I'm going to be like, okay, dude, I'm watching you. Because I was a fan, but you didn't give 2 shits about me after. So, so I'm like, how do you care about me now? What you did? Like, you don't care about me, dude. Sit down.
That.
I don't know. I just don't like fake, like, I was like, it's one thing if we were in constant conversation or, like, we actually had dialogue prior to this, but, like, now you're going to be like, stop bashing on people because you asked people to stick up for you. I was like, no one's bashing. I'm just reading the freaking facts.
We're reading the
breaking news. Unfortunately, your friend was very unprofessional. Publicly. And if you did the same thing she did, you would not be in the same spot you're in.
For sure.
I can say my friend is wrong. Why can't you just say your friend is wrong? I could be like, Lena, you fucked up a bit.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Do you not think that she thinks what she did is wrong already? So, like, why can't other people just agree that it's wrong and just move on?
Yeah, no. And then this all makes sense though, like the whole thing. So now, like, this is what you mean, like, the ends of lacrosse right here. So we got Reggie Thorpe. They needed more male energy at Syracuse women's lacrosse, hopefully. Which is, again, the irony. We sit here and kick out all these men in our sport. And we kicked out all these men in our sport to put people
more
like,
men.
Put like Kayla in, like put people in positions with like.
And then we had to have men come fix what we fucked up because that's what we do. We just fuck everything up. We need another man to come fix it. And then it's always like, I don't need a man. It's like, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. I can admit when I need a man.
Yeah, so that's as feminine energy as it freaking gets.
I will sooner fall flat on the counter trying to reach for the tallest shelf before I ask for help from a man.
And then he helps. I'm like, thank you.
That's what.
Thank you. So then they bring in Levy, which makes sense. You know, I feel like she was a Florida girl. She did well at UF. But she wanted to go to her home base, maybe help out the situation in Saga. And I'm sure the alumni group message was like, we got to get one of our alums in. We got to get one of our alums in. Who's doing it? Toomey, you're already set up.
Get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper. Let's go. You're bad. Are we on Team Syracuse? Low-key, now I am. They probably don't want me as a fan, but now I'm Team Syracuse.
Beggars can't be choosers. I'm a fan.
Yeah. I'm like, you finally fixed it. You put someone up head coach that has head coach.
Unfortunately,
statistics.
they lost the. Unfortunately,
all
they
your
lost.
recruits.
No, it's just unfortunate because if you had this guy, maybe the outcome would have been different last
I don't know. Again, it's just the no ring situation. Like, you can't walk around and your stick doesn't stink, and then, like, no ring.
No, for sure. It's starting to get, like, old. And still. I'm like, are you listening?
Like, stop
Are
it.
you in there?
Hey, knock, knock.
You there.
All right, that all makes sense, though.
Can we talk about Maybelline now? Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Bubba.
Maybe. Here's what, okay, it says they keep introducing the league as Maybelline Women's Lacrosse League, right? So wouldn't that make that the MWLL? Right?
Yeah.
Like, Maybelline Women's Lacrosse League.
Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's WM. Or
Can we talk
ML.
about that commercial? Can we talk about that commercial?
What commercial?
You didn't see it? They
Enlighten me, because I have not seen it, I guess.
So they did this Maybelline commercial with, like, selected pros, right? So Daniela Depler posted basically, like, about the Maybelline commercial. And at the end, it was kind of just saying, like, makeup makes you feminine. Like, that is, like... And, like, the irony of the situation is that half the chicks that are in this freaking video don't wear makeup. But, like, basically it was just, like, saying, like, makeup is feminine. I feel so feminine because I can put my makeup on. And, like, again, the irony of it is, like, the definition of femininity is makeup. Ironic. And, again, ironic that the people that are saying this don't actually wear makeup. You're telling me, like, Moreno wears makeup? You're telling me that, like, Charlotte North wore makeup her whole college career?
I mean, I don't know her, so I don't know, but I'm going to take
Look
a
at the
gander.
pictures. Like, it's just, like, we don't...
Gun to the head. I'm saying no.
Like,
that was tasteless.
like...
Oh, cut that out, please. Oh, my God.
Like, I get a Lizzie wearing makeup. She wears makeup.
Yeah.
I get an Allie wearing makeup. She wears makeup. But all these chicks do not wear makeup, and then you're gonna sit here and tell little girls, makeup. You must wear makeup
during your game, or else you're not gonna have a good game.
Yeah,
you're not gonna have a good game if you don't look good during your game. Which, you know, I actually do believe in. If you look good, you feel good.
I agree.
I definitely
but look in your
wouldn't
own way.
go as far as, like, putting a whole beat for my lacrosse game. Maybe some game day hair.
Last time that checked, like, you're gonna break out with the face goggles. Like, that is why, like...
The only thing you should put on your face is sunscreen, and you should be having wipes in your bag. Like, be a clean girl.
Imagine goalies with a helmet and, like, a makeup. Just, like...
Oh, trust me, I've had girls that I've played with that wore the full face, and, like, you know, I have not the best skin, but I definitely am not putting on a whole face and sweating in the sun for hours and hours, and then, like, wiping my hands and touching my stick and falling on the ground like germs. Cesspool.
It says, I hope this message finds you well. My name is Daniela Epler. I'm a proud alumna of the University of Virginia Women's Lacrosse Program and former WPLL player, current Mexico Women's National Team coach, and attorney.
Oh.
Just gonna start diving in. I'm also a strong supporter of both the PLL and WLL and deeply appreciate the impact your leagues are having on the growth and visibility of lacrosse, especially for women. That's a nice little sandwich method. Here's the filling of the sandwich. Are you ready? I am writing to share some feedback on the recent WLL collaboration with Maybelline that was promoted on social media. Okay. As someone passionate about the advancement of women's sports, I recognize and commend that the WLL's commitment to empowerment, strength, and visibility for female athletes. That said, she says, as a professional women's lacrosse player, we're always fierce, right? We're determined. We got to be strong, but I don't think that means you have to leave femininity out the door. But, like, imagine having the same commercial for the WNBA.
This probably would have been better for the WNBA. Probably got more girls wearing makeup in the WNBA.
I think I get what they were trying to do. I'm with, like, having a makeup brand on, like, a woman's side. I get
it. Should
that.
be more like skincare, honestly, though. Because,
agreed.
like, we get so dirty and gross, and, like, you should be, you know, pushing maybe the sunscreen angle. Like, you know.
No, but it's literally just being like, oh, we don't have to leave femininity out the door.
I don't.
It
actually doesn't even leave my body.
It doesn't go anywhere.
Like, the femininity is up here. Like, it has nothing to do with the way I dress or whether I put makeup on. Like, that's just...
Are you ready for this? Well, I believe the intention was to celebrate duality, strength, and femininity. I believe that.
The intentions were
The
good.
execution was inadvertently reinforced, outdated, and limiting gender norms. I agree. Especially with the sport that, like... Dude, I'm not even going to front. Our sport pretty gay.
You're talking about the people that are in our sport?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Like, and the higher up you get, kind of the more gayer it gets.
Yeah. Team rules, stuff like that.
Team rules, can't date your teammate, all this stuff. Like, this, men don't have that conversation. But, like, men don't sit here and be like, you can't date your teammates. Like, that is legitimately, like, team rules for a lot of programs.
Did you guys not see the thing of USF when they beat UF and the two football players were embracing because they're...
Hold on. Wait. Wait. The visual emphasis on applying makeup before playing or working out implies that femininity is something that can be visibly performed and somehow in contrast with strength and athleticism. Now, does that make sense? Like, you're telling girls to wear makeup before they go play a game. Wasn't that our whole entire argument to begin with?
Yes.
Like, skin...
We are teaching girls that they need to go out...
Poor skincare.
We're teaching them that they're not going to feel pretty if they go out without makeup on.
Hard take. It says, for many young girls watching, the takeaway could be that makeup is a necessary accessory to confidence or legitimacy as a female athlete. Problem. Like, do you not... This is what happens when men lead this shit. Does that make sense? Like, it's like... This is what...
There's probably a man running the scene on the Maybelline set.
Paul.
Do you think Paul probably wears more?
I think Paul's like, yo, this is a really good opportunity. You guys can wear makeup. And, like, dude, Paul might be wearing makeup. Who knows?
Maybe he's born with it.
It says,
maybe it's Maybelline.
This is a problematic message in a world where women are historically been pressured to meet external expectations of beauty in order to be accepted or valued. Especially in male-dominated sport spaces, it unintentionally suggests that to be both strong and feminine, one must adhere to commercial beauty standards, even in performance-driven environments like sport. Man, did she go to law school or did she go to law school? To be clear, my concern is not with Maybelline's partnership with the WLL. That's not what we're saying. We think it's cool.
Just spin it.
Just spin it better. And then it says, which is a positive opportunity. My feedback is about how the message is framed and the broader implications for young athletes to look up to women featured into this campaign. These are players who have shattered glass ceilings and should be seen as role models for their grit, skill, and leadership, not their ability to conform to conventional beauty ideals. I respectfully encourage WLL to continue embracing the complexity and diversity of what it means to be a woman in sport without defaulting the beauty standards as a prerequisite to empowerment.
You get it. So
that's basically what it was.
Beautifully said. Can't agree more.
We don't hate Maybelline.
No.
I do think it's funny that Maybelline hasn't posted the WLL once.
Maybelline's got a lot of shit on their
Maybelline don't
plate.
give a shit about
Let's see what Maybelline is posting.
Not WLL. Maybelline is not posting the WLL.
So, Maybelline did Love Island this year too. Maybe that's why they're not posting the WLL, because
there's bigger and better people out there.
Because I literally, guys, I bought this bubble mascara. I'm doing a Maybelline plug.
Because of Love Island.
Because of Love Island.
But the standard of Love Island is TV standard beauty.
Yes.
Like, people get their teeth done before they go on reality TV. I'm not telling a little girl to go get her freaking nose job done before you go play women's lacrosse.
Yeah. You know what? Makeup's not like, you know, sometimes before games I'd throw on a little bit of mascara and like tinted sunscreen.
Do your
on
thing.
My mouth.
Like, do your thing.
I don't put on a full face. I'm not putting on a whole beat to go sweat in the sun and then I lose. Imagine I lose and I
mascara running.
No, imagine I play my heart out and I freaking lose and I'm wearing all this eye black and I'm wearing foundation and blush and contour.
She says, it's also not the fact that they are wearing makeup, it's the message that they choose to send it with. I'm like not knocking the woman that can feel confident, etc. with makeup on, but the choice to promote it in a sports setting makes it seem like the players don't wear makeup that aren't feminine because they are strong and powerful, and they need makeup to add femininity to the problem. Ugh. She says, it's reminiscent of how people said the WNBA struggles with male viewership because players were not feminine lesbians. For the lack of more offensive terms, that would never appeal to a male audience. It's the same thing here. If the players don't conform to the gender stereotypes about beauty, then the male audience won't be interested.
Yeah.
That's literally, I'm like, imagine if we said this shit to the WNBA, they'd be like...
Like, they made them hot. Hot and fun.
You just gotta be one thing, hot and fun. You just gotta be hot and fun.
fun.
But like, you're putting...
They're all pretty. They're all beautiful. They're all great. They're all talented.
I'm just saying, you're putting chicks in makeup that don't wear makeup. And then you're telling girls, you need to go wear makeup.
It's like when you go... It's like when a famous person does a commercial and they're like, I use this product every single day and like it's ingrained in my morning routine, and then they turn off the camera and they fucking chuck
it's like bitches with BBLs. And then being like, here's my butt workout to get me my new ass. But instead they got surgery. Like, it's like...
Why you lying?
Why
the fuck you lying?
That was a good one. If you didn't watch Love is Blind, you suck! UK version.
I'm starting Love is Blind for this. I saw the new cast. I'm gonna try and start
the UK version or the USA version?
I have no idea.
UK version's way better because honestly, Europe understands love a lot better than Americans.
Is anyone gonna watch Love Island games? Oh no. Write down in the comments. I have no access to this, so I'll just look every day and see if anyone comments. Taylor Frankie Paul as the Bachelorette from Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Now, this is a big deal because this season was supposed to be a Bachelor, and they scratched it and they said, no, we're actually going to do a Bachelorette instead. And they made it Taylor Frankie Paul, who's already on a TV show, Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Crazy.
And she already has 3 kids, 2 baby daddies. She is 30, and she's a TikTok star, and yeah. So, join in on me. I'm going to just do a weekly roaster. I'm so unhinged right now. I'm so excited talking about it. I think that's it.
And that's it for episode 1 of season 2. Thanks for following along. This episode is brought to you by like absolutely no one other than myself. You're welcome. Again, I'm super excited for this season of Dear Lacrosse. I think it's gonna just be a little bit ow, that hurt me. I think it's gonna be a little bit more diabolical and like obviously more free for all, because at the end of the day,
what I say is my own.
None of these people pay my bills. None of you people pay my bills. And if they do pay my bills, it's chump change. Because you know how much a professional woman lacrosse player makes?
Not more than me.
Not more than me!
Yeah. Speaking from someone who, you know, is not like rolling in it either. So
no, we're not rolling, but like you definitely benefit the benefits that come with me not playing professional women's lacrosse.
I'm not getting overpromised and underdelivered, so I'm good.
Yeah, no, work is fun. I do good work. I don't just do lacrosse.
I just, you know what I do? make money, and it doesn't matter how I do it.
Hustle, man.
Yeah.
Hustle, baby.
ASMR.
All right, guys. Thanks for following along.